I want y'all to let me know if I'm the problem. So this boy, and I'm gonna say heavy on boy because this was some little boy shit. Mind you, this man is 25, about to be 26. So I had went to go see this person, and everything was going good. I spent the night with him until the next morning. I woke up with a nail in my tire. My tire was completely flat. So, you know, him being a man, so I thought, I called him. Called him downstairs, and before he came downstairs, I already GPS nearest tire shop because I have to get a tire, but my tire is already completely flat. So he come downstairs. I'm thinking he finna be on some grown man shit. I'm thinking he finna be like, oh yeah, hop in my car, we finna go get your tire, or yeah, I'm gonna follow you and make sure you get to the tire shop safely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even asked you to pay for the tire. Like, I didn't ask you to do anything. But I feel like in that moment, your manly instincts should have kicked in at this big ass age. Like, seriously. It's kind of like when you see your mama trying to get the trash can, you don't let your mama get the trash can. When you see a woman pumping her gas, you don't let the woman pump her gas. Like, I think this should have been the same thing. Like, your manly instincts should have kicked in. So this boy proceeds to say, yeah, it's like a tire shop, discount tire down the shop from my house. It's like 5 minutes away. Let me know when you make it safe. I don't say nothing. And I'm big on preaching, never have no useless ass men around. Do not have no useless man around me. I literally got into it with my homegirl because she was laid over with a dude who wouldn't change her tire. So what the fuck do I look like being laid over with a dude who can't even follow me to the tire shop? Not change it, not pay for it. Follow me to the motherfucking tire shop. Like, come on, bro. Your ass is useless as hell. What the fuck you around for? So I'm already irritated because it's like, damn, like, you don't have no common decency. You don't have no male instincts. You don't have no male instinct that just naturally kick in. Because it ain't even about being intimate with each other, none of that. Because I got homeboys. I got studs, like, masculine females in my life that wouldn't even let me touch no fucking pump. Wouldn't even let me get no oil change by myself. I got a daddy in my life. I got uncles. I got all kind of men in my life that would never let no shit like that happen. So for you to be somebody that's like somebody that I done been with, like in my previous time in my life, for you to be coming back around and you still have no awareness, you still have no protector instinct, you still have no manly instinct that kick in, like. So I'm driving on my flat ass tire, irritated as fuck, and then some old ass man honking his horn trying to tell me that I got a flat tire. No shit. Duh, I got a tire. Duh, I got a flat tire. Like, I'm even more irritated because I feel like, why are you telling me shit that I already know? But this man, this old white man, not that his race matter, came in motherfucking handy, bro. This man literally followed me to the tire shop. And made sure that they didn't overcharge me for no motherfucking tire. Like, it's not that you couldn't, it's that you didn't want to. It's just that you didn't want to. Like, you can't make a man do something that he don't want to do. I literally gassed this man all the time. And this man that I done dealt with that's like, not even on his level, that would have instantly kicked in and been like, but obviously he not on the level that I thought he was, because this just showed me, like, it don't matter how good you look, it don't matter how much you got your shit together, like, if you're still a little boy mentally, you're just still a little boy. And it's even little boys that have been in my life. I got little cousins that wouldn't even let me go by myself to go get a goddamn tire. Like, come on, bro. So tell me if I'm the problem. Just let me know. Let me know. I would like to hear male perspective, because I know women understand, but let me know.
Now, after hearing this lady go into detail about how basically the guy that she was staying with, I'm assuming that she happened to be intimate with him the night before, right before, only to go outside to her car the next day, and I'm assuming that she was trying to leave and go back home or wherever else she had to go, only to find out that her car was on a completely flat tire, and then saying how she looked up the nearest tire shop just so she could be able to get her tire changed. Now, true enough, by her having a man who she happened to be intimate with the night or day before, so with, I don't blame her for saying how he could have been man enough to change her tire. Yet and still in the same breath, she happened to demonstrate but masculine energy and tendencies herself. One way is by her mouth, how vocal she came across while going into full detail about her experiences of having a flat tire, and expecting the man who she happened to be intimate with to be man enough to use his manly instincts and be courteous enough to want to change her tire. And she happens to also come across is pretty entitlement, having a female entitlement mentality. And I guarantee that she's hard to deal with, that she has an extremely foul attitude, just judging by how foul her mouth is. On top of that, she comes across as masculine while she's saying that the man that she happened to sleep with the night or so went before should have used his manly instinct by being nice enough to change her tire. Maybe, just maybe, lady, due to how you carry yourself, due to how you don't come across as all the way feminine, that's why he expected for maybe without even telling you that you should have been the main one who shouldn't have minded changing your very own tire yourself. See, this is where a lot of modern day women mess up at, because there seems to be an epidemic of more feminine, well, let me take that back, an epidemic of more masculine women, I'm trying to say, as opposed to feminine women. And I don't know what it is about why the amount of masculine women seem to dominate the amount of female, or well, feminine females that is nowadays. But you also come across as pretty masculine, not just due to your foul mouth, your foul and potty mouth, but due to how you happen to have all these tattoos over your body, especially on having one being all the way down your arm, which is not a feminine trait or characteristic at all. And then, it's, whether you know it or not, lady, that's usually a red flag to men who may be looking for a long-term relationship with a woman, due to how women who are usually covered with tattoos are usually, for the most part, trashy. They're usually either masculine in some shape or form. Even for some of the females who may happen to dress like a lady is supposed to, pretty modest like a lady is supposed to, but yet it still may happen to be covered with so many tattoos. In most instances, these are the same types of women who are masculine, show some form of masculinity. Because let's be honest, the average man would like a woman who is all the way feminine. Although it seems to be every day more and more women who are taking a masculine role, which is a complete turnoff for the average man, especially for the average man who may want himself a 100% feminine woman, a woman who he could be proud enough, very proud enough to take home to his mother, a woman who would be all the way faithful, that he could end up married, settling down with, having kids with, and would be all the way faithful to him. Someone who would have all the exact characteristics according to the Bible, how women are supposed to be silent for the most part. Women are supposed to, well, to a certain extent, women are not supposed to speak unless they may take or get a man's consent to speak. Even though it talks about in the Bible, for some of you people who may follow the Bible, how in the church a woman isn't supposed to speak unless she's under a man's authority. Well, I hate to break it down to you ladies, but you're supposed to be more silent and more modest even outside the church, because these types of characteristics are the complete epitome of a feminine woman, a feminine, wholesome woman. On top of that, you aren't supposed to go around having all this ink, all these tattoos all over your body as well, because according to the Bible, you're supposed to carry yourself in such a modest manner to the point where you come across as an all the way wholesome woman instead of a trashy woman. The majority you have, another problem is the majority you have foul mouths on top of that, to the point where you may happen to meet men only to run men away. And this is one reason why we have such a big epidemic as far as women with kids, women who aren't married with kids. Some women, in some cases, who may have as many as 8 kids by 7 different guys, due to how so many of you demonstrate masculine energy. And on top of that, so many of you are hard to deal with. So many of you have such bad attitudes. And you always want to control and dominate the relationships as well. Anyways, like always, make sure you like, share, comment, and last but not least, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm out.